Lisa Fletcher for Spotlight on America. A tiny gun part, small enough to fit into the palm of your hand, can rapidly change how quickly a gun can fire. For years, federal agents seized these devices as a threat to public safety. But in a surprise legal settlement, they're being put back into circulation and showing up on new guns, raising fresh concerns about what this means for the safety of Americans.
Rapid fire from forced reset triggers. Devices that make semi-automatic rifles fire hundreds of rounds a minute.
Have you ever fired a weapon outfitted with an FRT?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was scary.
Pamela Hicks was chief counsel for the ATF from 2021 to 2025.
I could not get it to fire a single round. The rounds go off so fast.
It sounds like you're describing a machine gun.
And that's what these do.
A forced reset trigger, or FRT, is a replacement trigger that uses a gun's own cycling action to force the trigger forward after each shot, allowing rapid fire as long as pressure is maintained. After a surprising move by the Department of Justice that declined to enforce the ATF's classification of forced reset triggers as machine guns, demand is growing.
Any time that proliferates, I think, is a big security concern and personal safety concern.
In a 2025 settlement, the U.S. Department of Justice agreed not to enforce a ban on FRTs made by one company, with the condition that it agreed not to market, advertise, or encourage FRT triggers on any handgun. Less than a year later, we found at least two companies currently selling FRTs for handguns.
I think you'd have to be pretty naive to think that you could bless a type of these and not think other people who also would like to make money selling these things wouldn't try to take advantage of the agreement and say, well, you didn't go after them. Are you going to come after me?
So why would they allow a machine gun conversion device for one company but no others?
I think that's a good question.
We put that question to the Department of Justice, along with whether it plans to go after the companies now selling FRT for handguns, because the DOJ has never clearly said whether these devices are machine guns, leaving enforcement in limbo. The DOJ declined to comment.
We're talking about the most widely used gun in crimes in America. We're talking about it being very concealable.
Yep.
How does that change the game for law enforcement and for community safety?
It's just another way of converting these handguns into full auto. And it's at a rate that the other folks, even though armed, can't even do anything to deter them from continuing to fire because it's just so rapid.
More than 24 states have banned machine gun conversion devices like FRTs. But with the expansion into handguns, the debate is no longer about a niche accessory. It's about firepower being added to the most common weapons on the street.
Most Americans don't know what FRTs are. What do you think it's going to take for that to become something Americans relate to, understand?
What it always takes in this area is a tragedy. That's what it always takes. That is a real shame.
To see all of our investigations into machine gun conversion devices, go to spotlightinvestigates.com. For Spotlight on America, I'm Lisa Fletcher.